Hello, welcome back to Shit Rentals with your host Purple Pingers, and I want you to guess how much this place costs per week. $600. Anyways, today we're in Queensland, Parkridge South. It's a 4-bedroom house for $600 a week, and that immediately rings some alarm bells. This rental was submitted to our Facebook group, Don't Rent Me. It was $600 a week, so they went to check it out, and then they ended up not being able to take so many photos because the place stank so much. So, yeah, let's see what the real estate agent said you'd be getting. They said it's a large family home, pet friendly, and they also described the home as sturdy, which is probably not how I would describe this house. But yeah, let's look at their photos. Honestly, pretty nice. Gorgeous. An immediate red flag in a rental listing is when there's a photo of not the house, but like the surrounding area. Large backyard, beautiful. Nice bedroom. You can start to see hints of the carpet not looking so great. But yeah, when you get there in real life and inspect the property, it's much worse than it looks. So yeah, obviously someone went to inspect it and saw this, and like these gorgeous asbestos tiles. This section of the wall looks like the landlord went to another house in Queensland that was flooded like 6 years ago, took that part of the house out, and then installed it in this house. I feel like if you washed your dishes in this sink, they'd probably come out dirtier than when you started. In the description of this house, they talk about a really nice covered outdoor area, and I hope they're not talking about this area. And yeah, this one, fantastic. But if you zoom in, you can see that it's like termite infested, which I feel like is a great sign. Anyways, this is rented by Korn Real Estate, which is actually a real estate agency based in Adelaide that I've done a few videos on before because they're really fucking bad. And the place is owned by a property development company. So yeah, good combo, I guess. My recommendation is probably don't rent this one. But also further to this, and sorry to get political, but we know that neither the Liberal Party or the Labor Party are ever going to do fucking anything about any of this shit. And there is an election coming up, so please do not vote for either of them. If you're wondering how you should vote at this election, I encourage you to vote for a party who will actually do something about this. For example, Victorian Socialists, a party that I'm running for, has a pretty comprehensive housing policy, including establishing a national rental inspectorate to actually enforce and set minimum standards across the country, and then also rent-worthy checks, so you can't just live in shitholes like this, because that's not fair. But yeah, please do check out our policies on the website, see what you think, and if you like them, then obviously vote for us. But if you can, do more than that. You can join us, you can volunteer, you can donate if you want. Come grab a yard sign, they're quite funny. Sorry about my face being on them. But also I encourage you to do more than that. Join your unions and spread this kind of politics in your workplace, out in your streets, to your friends, to your family, and to your community. It's really important because we know that the major parties aren't going to do this out of their own goodwill. They're only going to do that if we threaten them and if we force them to. So yeah, anyways, there's an election coming up, and I really just want to encourage you to not be apathetic this time. Like, I do understand being apathetic about this because look at the options that we've got. They're all fucking useless. But we can do something about this, and we should, and we don't just have to wait once every 3 years for an election to come up to do something. So yeah, join your unions, join the Renters in Housing Union, join Victorian Socialists. Also, I legally have to say this, but the words that I've said, the things that I spoke, are authorised by me, J. Vandenlam, St. Kilda.